Hello and welcome again to another episode of Battle Ready.
Ready. Oh, yeah.
Where today we thought we would discuss something that I think happens to every Warhammer player at some point.
It sucks.
And consistently, for us at least. And that is broken models.
They suck.
It does suck. But, I think a lot of people are nervous about breaking a model because you put a lot of time and effort, right?
Yeah.
You build it, you file it, you get it all put together right, and then you spent however long painting it, right? And even if it's a speed paint, it's still time and effort, right? And then to have that model that looks good, arm comes off.
Spears. That's what it is. That's the biggest criminal.
Spears are bad. This little spear tip breaks off. It's like, And it can be a pain because number one, it doesn't look as good anymore.
No.
And number two, you have to fix it, and fixing it can be a little bit tricky. So I think there's two things. First, we're going to talk about the best ways to fix, because I think there's some tips and tricks there. But also, I think that if you're going to be playing Warhammer for any length of time, particularly if you're moving models around regularly, you just have to accept your fate. Right? It's going to happen.
That is Tzeentch's scheme.
It is Tzeentch's scheme. It's not every model, right? But some models are more prone to it than others. The stuff with spears.
Ghosts. Ghosts are really bad.
Night haunting type stuff, just a little bit more fragile.
Skinny stuff is really bad.
Yeah. But like brutes, more solid.
And does it the best. We're so strong. None of our stuff breaks.
But
it might dent before it breaks.
It might dent. And that's something too, right? You could drop it and chip the paint. That's easier to fix them.
Yeah, it's just get the paint out.
You're fine.
3 minutes, you're done.
So I think there's things you can do to minimize it, right? You can store your stuff. Don't just throw it into a shoebox. Let it rattle around, right? Store your stuff better. You could magnetize things. You can use foam. There's lots of different solutions.
These are tubs of glory.
But eventually,
something's gonna break.
Something's gonna break, and I think what most people reach to right at the beginning is super glue.
Which works.
Super glue works on a lot of things. But I think it is usually, there are exceptions, but usually not a great choice for models. And it's because on something like a spear or a ghost arm or something like that, there just isn't enough surface area. For the glue to really grip it. And so you end up holding it there for
ever,
and then it ends up being a pretty weak hold.
I feel like if I was using super glue, I'd maybe get like some sticky tack or some tape and use that to hold it down.
I mean, there's stuff you could do. Sure, you could do stuff like that. Although then maybe you run the risk of having that tape, the super glue touch that tape or that sticky tack, and now that's on there.
Paint it.
Yeah. Why does your guy have a big blob? Does he have a tumor? Yeah, it's a tumor.
Yeah,
works for Nurgle.
Yeah, Nurgle. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it if you're Nurgle.
So I think that can be challenging. Now, if it's a bigger model, like a vehicle or like a Glotkin or something, if it's big, if there's a lot of surface area, then it works great.
Yeah.
Right? Good. But if it's something with small, just a cross section of a spear, when a spearhead broke off, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. The one thing that we use a lot that I think has worked for us pretty well,
and dentists use
is Bondic. Bondic it's a clear gel, but it hardens in light, specifically ultraviolet light. So there's a little ultraviolet light you shine on it, and then it becomes hard and clear. And the thing I like about it is it's basically invisible.
Yeah.
From tabletop distance, right? If you were to hold it up, you could see.
Yeah, I've seen spears that are like got the barest of gaps in between 2 points, and you can see the.
Yeah. When you hit it with the ultraviolet light, it actually makes it look opaque. You're like, what is this giant glob thing I've got on here? But when the light goes away,
it's
clear. Yeah, it's clear.
Smoke on the wind.
So Bondic works really well because you can put a bunch of glip on that spearhead, get it in there nice and good, and then hit it with the light, and it sets pretty fast.
Yeah.
I mean, within just a matter of seconds. And so you're not sitting there holding it. I think the one thing you need to worry about with Bondic, though, again, spears are the worst. They're just the worst.
Yeah.
But the one thing you have to worry about is because it's just a glup that you harden, you're not like matching the two broken pieces together like you would if you broke a bowl or something and you matched like a puzzle, right? You're sort of just sticking them through and getting the glue in there. So it's really easy to have the spear going like this, and then the part that you put on there is actually going like this a little bit. It's like, oh, that's super noticeable. That looks terrible. It looks like a derp lizard with his spear there. It looks like
a little goblin made a spear for him.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like, oh, somebody didn't go to spear making school. So you have to be really sure to get it in the right angle.
Get like a protractor out, measure the degrees.
Maybe not quite that necessary, but you do have to be careful. You're like, all right, I want this to be in the right angle, and then you hit it with the light. It's also pretty strong. It's not as strong as super glue. Super glue is stronger, but it's pretty strong and it lasts a long time. It's not perfect, and if you were to like try to pull stuff apart, it would pull apart, right? So it's not for anything that's going to get a ton of use. You sort of have to be ginger about it. Spear. I say some of, but it's probably just one that's happened over and over, is one of the snake ladies, one of the blood sisters' heads came off. And so I've used Bondic to put that back on, and it works really well.
Super glue doesn't work because the neck's too small.
Yeah, the neck's too small. But if I pick them up by their heads, that Bondic can come off.
Yeah, so get real careful on the body.
Yes, so yeah, you have to grab them by the body, or by the base.
Yeah.
Right, or the body, yeah. You want to avoid grabbing them by the head. And so with Bondic, yeah, you have to be maybe a little bit more ginger than you would with plastic glue or whatever. But yeah, Bondic works really well. What about plastic glue? So plastic glue is how you put the model together in the first place.
You don't use it.
Why not?
Paint.
What about paint?
It ruins the finish. That's what you've told me.
Not exactly.
You've told me that plastic glue, no bad, no.
Yes, but that's not the reason.
I don't know why.
The reason is because plastic glue works phenomenally well on plastic, but doesn't work at all on paint. Phenomenally
poorly.
Yeah, it won't, because the way plastic glue is, it basically sort of melts both sides a little bit.
Yeah, I've seen
and then when they that chemical reaction stops, the two melted sides are together. It's almost like welding, right?
Yeah.
The two pieces have melted together. Well, it won't melt paint. So paint basically protects the plastic from plastic glue. So if you put plastic glue on there, it does nothing.
Yeah, it just turns into a glob.
Yeah. So if you break a model before you've painted it,
easy fix.
Plastic glue is the best. Plastic glue is probably the best thing you can use.
Yeah.
In 90% of situations, there might still be some things that were not the best.
There's one point for unpainted armies. They're easier to fix.
They're easier to fix. Yeah. You do have at least one more tool available to you. But once you've got a beautiful painted model, you're like, yeah, I'm going to play with this thing. All my friends are going to be impressed with seeing it on the table. And then the leg snaps off. It's like, oh, plastic.
How do you snap a leg? Unless they're like the witch elf or the Sisters of Slide that have all the legs up like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's models that
pose.
are, like they're running or whatever, so one leg's up behind him or he's kicking. So there's stuff like that.
I don't think we've heard a leg break though.
We have not.
I think the most shocking break we've had is one of the Slick Blade Seekers guy. His torso just went.
Oh yeah, that was a weird one.
It's like, how did that happen?
That was a weird one.
I think that's that one where the plastic glue sheared.
Something, I don't know. And stuff happens, right? Especially if you've used super glue to put your models together.
Yeah.
Extreme temperatures can weaken the bonds in super glue, right? So particularly cold. So there's stuff like that. But I guess the bottom line is, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Now, if you have a model that you've done for display, right? It's a display piece.
You keep that in the glass case.
You're not planning on playing with it. Then yeah, put it in the case.
Don't touch.
Don't touch it. It's not going to break.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to be fine. They don't simultaneously fall apart, usually.
Yeah, I mean, eventually with like radiation decay, it'll eventually fall apart.
Before the heat death of the universe, maybe it'll break.
Maybe.
But that's safe. But if you're going to play with it, you have to recognize that it's not, even though they're models, even though you put a lot of effort in to build and paint them and make them look good and make them look the way that you want them to look on the tabletop, on some level, they're just toys.
Yeah.
They're toys you're playing with. You're playing with little plastic war dollies. That's
No, they're manly men toys.
Jake's favorite.
No, manly men toys.
And so because they're toys, they're going to get used. And because they're going to get used, they're going to suffer wear and tear. And there are going to be times when you drop a model and you have to repaint something.
Iron Jaws are amazing. We're just too hard.
Too hard.
We're hard boys. Our spears don't break. That's actually the best thing about them is their spears do.
Or you're going to grab a blood sister and her head's going to come off. Right? And not because you were yanking, not because you were being rough with it or being, irresponsible, but sometimes stuff just happens.
Yeah.
It just sort of happens. And so I think if you're into Warhammer for any period of time, you just recognize, okay, well, it's not fun when it happens. You're not excited about it, but it's like, all right, it happens. I'm going to fix it, put it in my fix-it pile, get out the super glue, get out the Bondic.
That should not be a pile you have for long.
You would get rid of that pile before your pile of shame?
For sure.
So anyway, I'm pretty interested to know what you do when your models break, when little pieces come off or you've got an arm that needs to get glued back in. What are your go-tos? Do you use super glue and Bondic mostly, or do you have yet other secret weapons that we should know about so we can get our models back?
Yeah, just a spit shine.
Just be like, imagine the arm's still there. Or just come up with a backstory. Like, actually, his arm was chopped off in battle.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
His spear broke, and now he just uses the stick.
Exactly.
And fight.
You can always do that, too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, definitely let us know in the comments. Anything else?
I think we got it.
This has been another episode of Battle Ready.
Ready.
Thanks so much for watching.